It is what it is.
We're all sick from disinformation. We all live for twisted sensations. Kids are safe but too well behaved to feel. Never heal with the fakes. Go make something real.
If what you've always believed in was not considered treason, business will be booming, writing news with no meaning. Take it or leave it, the way you see it is the end result. Angels and demons.
Hey guys, hope everyone had a great day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. Today's video, we are going to talk a little bit about the Sixth Amendment and how this COVID-19 has really affected the Sixth Amendment. Now, when you see auditors, when they go out, they're mostly worried about the amendment being violated. They're more worried about is like the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, stuff like that. And now the Fourth Amendment to a certain degree, especially with COVID-19 going on. Now, with COVID-19 going on, those aren't the only amendments that are being affected. The Sixth Amendment is being affected greatly. So let's go ahead and look exactly what the Sixth Amendment says first. So here we are. The text says, in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Okay, to me that sounds pretty straightforward. I don't see where you could have an issue with what's said there. But then again, just like any part of the Constitution, it is up for debate because, you know, it's all about interpretation, right? And just like many things in life, it's all about interpretation. Now, for a long time, it was interpreted that the court didn't have to give you the counsel, even though the Sixth Amendment says so right there. But in a very landmark case, in the case Gideon versus Wainwright, the issue was the Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to a lawyer, but lawyers are expensive and not everyone can afford one. Should a poor defendant have the help of a lawyer? Does everyone accused of a crime deserve to have a lawyer? Now, if you look at the text of the Sixth Amendment, yeah, it should be a non-issue, right? All right, so anyway, the court decision said, the Supreme Court ruled 9-0 in favor of Clarence Gideon. They said it is an obvious truth that a person cannot have a fair trial without a lawyer. They ruled that a court must appoint a lawyer to a defendant who doesn't have one. The decision established guarantees for procedural due process for criminal defendants. So, again, just like a lot of parts of the Constitution, it's up for debate, and it's up to the Supreme Court to how to interpret it. And they interpret it to, which I think everyone could agree, they interpreted correctly on this part. I think even Will would agree with that one, that it was interpreted correctly right there, that it says you have the right to counsel. It's a no-brainer, you would think, right? Now what's going on with this COVID-19 and the public health crisis that's going on? A lot of things that are happening. Our courthouses are closing. Public defenders and prosecutors have been furloughed, and a lot of judges are on call. So this makes it quite difficult for anyone to have any kind of a speedy trial. It really hampers that because they got to make sure they got to get everyone on the same page, right? So that makes it a lot difficult. And not only that, but jury trials right now are very infrequent. As a matter of fact, here in California, California's Chief Justice suspends jury trials in Superior Court statewide for 60 days. And it reads, in an unprecedented order, California's Chief Justice on Monday suspended all Superior Court jury trials for 60 days because of the coronavirus outbreak. The world, country, and state face a life-threatening pandemic caused by the COVID-19 virus. Chief Justice Tani Cantil-Sakier, I'm probably butchering that, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it, said in her order, which impacts all 58 Superior Courts. Local courts can, however, choose to conduct some business, just not jury trials. So there you go. Jury trials are being suspended. So right there, your Sixth Amendment of having a trial of your peers is gone. It's being overlooked now because of COVID-19. Now, a lot of people can say, well, they get it, they understand it. Well, other people aren't going to understand it. I'm sure if you're on a trial and you don't have a jury to, a jury of your peers to, decide your fate, you're going to have, of course, you're probably going to be singing a totally different tune. But for like me or you, who are just sitting here, discussing it and seeing the implications of it, we might be seeing it differently. But if we are accused of a crime, we might be seeing like, wait a minute, I want my Sixth Amendment guaranteed sort of thing. You know what I mean? Now, I've been saying this for a while now that I would like to wonder how this COVID-19 would go if technology weren't at the peak it's at right now. Now, with technology, they are taking care of parts of the Sixth Amendment, where the speedy trial, where they're using video conferencing to where judges, prosecutors, all the people can get on a big old video conference, and they are able to conduct at least preliminary hearings with it and things that are time sensitive. Now, the problem with these video conferencing is that a lot of times people will talk over each other. If you've ever been in any kind of a panel discussion or any kind of video conferencing, it's real easy to. And the privacy of a client and lawyer is really null and void at this point, because you're not able to whisper something to your lawyer at this point. So with this going on, it really impedes on you being able to assist in your own defense. It's pretty much up to your lawyer or what you guys discussed before the trial even began, right? So that takes care of your right to defend yourself and to assist in your own counsel, part of the Sixth Amendment. Now, this next one's probably, it could be interpreted as just, picking, like nothing too serious. But the Constitution says you have the right to face your accusers and any witnesses against you. Now, when the Constitution was written, we didn't have the technology we have right now, so video conferencing wasn't a thing. When they said you have the right to face them, they meant exactly that. You have the right to face them in person. If they have something to say against you, say you're breaking the law, they should do it to your face. That is what the Constitution meant. It had no idea that we were going to get as far into technology as we are. Now, with the whole coronavirus outbreak and all the bullcrap that's going on, again, it's understandable that for public health reasons, they're not allowing this sort of thing. But again, think if you were on trial. You would want to face your accuser. What do you guys think? Do you think that that's just kind of like trying to nitpick a little bit, or is that a genuine issue? Let me know what you guys think. And so I ask you, what, in your opinion, is more of a breach of the Constitution? Anselmo or Will's problem that they're having of being told that they have to have their temperature taken in order to go in a federal building just to film? Or somebody you know, or even somebody you don't know's right to a speedy trial, right to face their accusers? All these Sixth Amendment violations that are going on. Which one is more important? Which one deserves more attention? Why aren't any of these auditors talking about this? This seems like something that would be right up their alley, right? They like to frequent courthouses. They like to do stuff like this. This is something that you would think would be right up their alley, yet None of them are talking about it. They're more worried about getting their temperatures taken. I don't know. I don't mind having my temperature taken because, hey, at least I don't know if have a fever or something. It might not exactly tell you that you have the coronavirus. You could just have a fever, running a fever because it's hot outside, or you have an infection or something. It could be any number of reasons you have one. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. You guys agree with me in saying that the Sixth Amendment violations far outweigh these Fourth Amendment violations that auditors are whining, complaining about? What do you guys think? Let's discuss this in the comment section. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. I hope you all enjoy your weekend, and I will see you again with another video. Peace.
I can't believe you two took that raving lunatic seriously. What do you think this is?